I'm Anuja Khandelwal. I am a content writer, a freelance content writer. I call myself content specialist. I have been into this domain for the past 1.5 years, although I've been writing throughout my life. But I've started my freelancing journey for the past 1.5 years. And honestly speaking, it's better that I have an industry experience of more than 4 years working with various companies of different industries, advertising and finance included. And by far, in terms of income, in terms of freedom, in terms of the feeling of happiness of working for my passion, it's all better with freelancing. I'm earning so much more than I was earning while I was at permanent jobs, and I have an industry experience of 4 years. So I want ki everybody of you should also get into this domain, because freelancing is magic. Okay, it's great, especially for students. So yeah, पहली बात तो freelancing freelancing सब गाना गाते रहते हैं. What exactly is freelancing? The freelancing is actually working for oneself. Now there's this very interesting story. वैसे I don't know if I should get into this right now, but I'll just tell you where this word originated from. Okay, freelancing. So there was back in the early medieval age, in the 11th and 12th century in England, there the people who used to fight others, the swords people, the soldiers of the British kingdom, were known as lancers. Okay, so there were lancers who were working for the king and different kingdoms of the of England and other countries. So the soldiers who did not associated themselves with any other kingdom, who worked for themselves in exchange for a little money, जैसे आज के जमाने में we call those people who ransom killers. We pay them money and we ask them to go hunt for them. So those people were known as freelancers. So that is where the word has originated from, basically. So again, if you're a freelancer today, you're a soldier now. It's actually doing that. So yeah, basically freelancing is working for oneself, खुद के लिए काम करना, as opposed to working for an employer. Now, when you're working for an employer, आप किसी और के लिए मेहनत करते हैं. I'm not saying jobs are bad. Of course, jobs are not bad. Corporate world is very interesting. Corporate world teaches you a lot. But at the same time, freelancing is something that will help you to understand what freedom means, what working for oneself means. So you will be working for your own self. You will be your own boss. You will be running your own business here. All right. So here are some basic characteristics. Obviously, typically freelancing self-employment hota hai. You will be working for yourself. You will be working for a different types of clients at the same time. So it's not necessary that you will be associated with only one person. And you will be giving your services to that one person only. You will have a variety of clients who you will be working for. And the third type is that you're not committed to any employer. Okay, so you'll be drawing a contract with each of your clients, and it's not necessary that you'll have to obligate to all of those contracts. If you feel like that your personal goals, professional goals have reached their maximum limit with this particular client, you are free to leave them. You are not bounded by any employment contract. Okay, so again, freelancing is being free. You are your own boss. And trust me, guys, best feeling in the whole world. I'm telling you, because I worked in the corporate world as well. Okay. Now, why should you freelance while studying? I've already told you why it's important to start earning early. But now I'll tell you why it's important to freelance while you're still studying. So again, first things first, passive income. Passive income क्या होता है? Major, the straightforward source of your income जो होता है, उसके साइड में जो आप अर्न कर रहे हैं, मतलब इट इज नॉट योर मेन इनकम, यू आर नॉट वर्किंग टुवर्ड्स अर्निंग दिस इनकम, दिस इज लाइक ए पार्ट टाइम जॉब. इसको पैसिव इनकम बोलते हैं कि यू आर डूइंग समथिंग एल्स बट ऑन द साइड यू आर स्टिल मेकिंग मनी फ्रॉम डूइंग समथिंग एल्स. Correct? So that is known as passive income. So basically, while you are studying, if suppose you're taking out weekends to work on your freelance projects and your freelance career, you are earning your passive income. Basically, आप अपनी pocket money निकाल रहे हैं. If I bring it down to the most basic of all things, आप अपनी pocket money निकाल रहे हैं. Or probably if everything goes well, you'll probably be a business owner by the time you're a graduate. Third things, you learn new skills. Of course, content writing के साथ साथ मुझे काम करते वक्त I also got to know things about digital marketing. I got to know things about SEO. I got to know basics about graphic designing, website content writing. So I knew one skill. With that one skill opened a whole new horizon of opportunities and learnings for me. and the more you learn, the better it is, always. So never stop being a learner. You should learn your entire life, even when you're 80 years old. You should never stop learning. So the more you learn, the better it is. So freelancing is the best way to learn new skills, because you'll understand professionalism, you'll understand how to talk to people, you'll improve your communication skills, you'll improve your organizational skills, your timetable skills, time management skills, leadership skills, right? So it'll open a whole new doors of opportunities for you. Network with valuable industry professionals, uh, big professionals, people like Ankur Wariku, Ranveer Alabadiya, Raj Shamani, everybody, the Gen Z influencers, the Gen Z businessmen, they're all on LinkedIn. And I've connected personally with many of them today. And that has helped me scale my freelance journey as well. तो मैं फ्रीलांस की बात नहीं कर रही, नॉट नेसेसरली, बट आप जितनी जल्दी स्टार्ट करेंगे, इवन इफ यूर 18 or 19 years old, you'll connect with those experienced people early in your life, and you will make relationships, you'll make professional contacts and connections. And of course, contacts and connections always help you in your life at whatever stage you are. कब किसकी जरूरत पड़ जाए, you never know. So this is a great way to make professional connections as well. Be it if you want to start your own business, if you want to get into a job, if you want to get into a particular company or a particular industry, networking with industry professional always helps. So build contacts. Freelancing will help you build contacts as well. Establish your personal brand. Personal brand is selling your USP. आप क्या provide करते हैं? Today I am known as a freelance content specialist by a lot of people in the industry, and I'm proud of it. So I've created my own brand as a content writer. You can create your own brand. आप अपनी USP रखो कि this is the unique service that you are offering and nobody else in the market can offer those services. So you can create your personal brand through freelancing. Now, second last point is improve your existing skills. Of course, when I started my freelancing journey, I was just a writer. Okay, I was writing blogs, I was writing thoda bahut aise stories for myself, poems for myself on the side. But when I started freelancing, I started working for clients, a professional, in a professional environment. I could see my writing style improve. Correct. So today I'm not just a writer. Like I said, I trust myself to be a content specialist. And what helped me from point A to point B was my freelancing journey. जितना मैंने काम किया, उतनी ज्यादा मैंने लोगों से सीखा, and that has helped me improve the skills that I already have. और जितनी बेटर आपकी स्किल्स है, उतनी बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटीज आपको आगे लाइफ में मिलेंगी. So it's always important to improve the skills that you have. ऐसा नहीं है कि you know something and you're proud of it कि अरे ठीक है, I know all of this and that's it, I don't need to know anything else and this is the best that I know. There's always a scope for improvement. Freelancing helps you get that scope of improvement very easily. Okay, now last thing and my favorite point is that experience the thrill of being your own boss or running a business. I mean, you guys are in the best times of your life, guys. Your college years are actually the golden years of your life. हम roaring 20s बोलते हैं उसको, the early part of the 20s. So इस age पे अगर आपको thrill feel होता है कि dude, okay, you are running your own business, you're leading your own team, you have your own clients, you're earning your own money, you've got your own income, controlling your own money, managing investments, managing projects, that's a whole new feeling. And trust me, guys, when you get into it, there's no going back. You will not want to come back again. So at least I tell all my cousins, all my siblings, all my friends, ki once in a while you should have this experience at least once in your life of being your own boss. If it works out or doesn't work out, see, that's up to fate. Nobody can predict the future. But this feeling will always be there with you. So at least once in your life, everybody should have this feeling of being their own bosses. Okay, how to start freelancing? Of course, अभी मैं इतना आप लोगों को बता रही हूँ, so of course this is the most important section of the seminar कि begin कैसे करना है. First things first is to define your goal. आपको क्या करना है और क्यों करना है. Start by asking the question why. Why do you want to start freelancing? Okay. Now, knowing the answer to this question will help you understand कि आपको किस तरीके से काम करना है ना. Next things is club multiple skills or improve the one skill. Of course, like I said, you can consolidate all of those skills into one unique service. You can call yourself an agency. Agar मैं digital marketing, content writing, graphic designing, website content, SEO marketing, everything, if I combine all of those skills together, I can call myself an agency. Okay, I can always say that we are an agency. You just give me a project and I'll take care of everything that you have to offer. Everything about your brand, the entire marketing plan of your brand, right? So club all of those skills or try to improve the one skill that you have. Now, if you're a writer, if you want to offer just one skill, I would suggest improving that one skill first, learn as much as you can, improve it as much as you can, and then start pitching it. Because see, the key to any kind of service, so freelancing is a kind of service. Okay, it's not a product, it's a service. So the key to selling any kind of service is to offer as much value as you can. जितनी ज्यादा वैल्यू आप दोगे उतना ज्यादा वैल्यू आपको मिलेगा. The more value you create, the more value you will get. So always focus on how much value you can provide to your clients. Okay, so for more value, you have to excel at what you do. You have to be best at what you do. So work on improving your skills to your best potential. Okay. Last things, the next step is to identify your target audience. I mean, of course, that's a very important step. Kisko sell karna hai? Now, identify the kind of people who you want to work for. These are the people that will pay you for your services. Okay, content writers or digital marketers can target startup owners, personal brand creators. Now, honestly speaking, I'll tell you this from experience. The majority of my clients are startup owners because startup owners are the ones who need preliminary services in the beginning. They want their services to be done for lower rates because, of course, professionals will charge a much higher amount and startup owners do not have that much money in the beginning. So they want people who can do the same work but for a much lesser amount, and they can do a detailed work. So your target audience as a beginner freelancers, I'm not saying you should stick to it, but most of the times it will be startup owners, right? So you have to understand the industry that you will be operating in. Talk to your peers, talk to your colleagues, talk to people who are already working in this industry and try to identify your target audience. कि आपको किसके लिए काम करना है. See, how your business will run will depend on your clients. The kind of, even if you're talking about the kind of stress that you'll have, the kind of problems that you'll face, the kind of satisfaction you'll get from your work will be dependent on the kind of clients that you have. Apni services ke alawa, it's important to analyze the kind of clients you are picking. Just for the sake of work, do not start picking up any offer that you are getting. Ki isse bhi le lo, isse bhi le lo. Pick up offers from everybody. Do not do that. Toxic clients are a thing, and you have to avoid people like that. Okay, not a necessary. So identifying a target audience is not a necessary step in the beginning, but it is important to give a structure to your business as you want to build your business with people who will respect you and your skills. अगर आपका client आपके business की respect नहीं कर रहा है, आपकी service की skills की respect नहीं कर रहा है, it will not be a good working collaboration. It will not be a good professional relationship. So you have to identify the kind of people that you want to work with, set your own checklist. So like I said, it's not necessary to have this in the beginning, because of course if you're starting out, you're still figuring out things. तो जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको सब कुछ शुरू में पता हो, but define your target audience whenever you can. थोड़ा experience आ जाए, you gain little experience and then define your target audience. Cool. Okay, decide your charges. The rates, the prices that you will be offering for your services. Now it's important to charge according to industry standards. Basic तरीका इसका ये होता है कि आप अपने colleague से बात करो, the people who are working in your industry, talk to those people, try to understand the rates that they are charging, and the best way to figure out the kind of charges that you should offer is to begin on platforms that already have that are created especially for freelancers. So platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, Pepper Content. These are some websites. We'll discuss on this later, but I'll just to give you an idea about how to charge for your services. You can be on these platforms, and these platforms will give you an idea how you should set your charges. Okay, how you should you charge on a per word basis? Should you charge on a per blog basis? Should you charge on a retainer basis? Retainer is the monthly income, the monthly fixed amount that you will set for each of your clients. So that you have to figure it out later. And see, honestly speaking, this is not something that everybody can finalize, but it's important to have a structure in mind, have an idea about the value that you are creating. So even I am not sure about the kind of charges that I'm charging, because even today I'm still confused कि अच्छा इतना charge करना चाहिए, इतना पैसे लेने चाहिए, इतना quote करना चाहिए. So but talking to industry professionals and being on all of these platforms like I mentioned above, it will give you an idea कि industry estimates क्या है, industry में अभी क्या trends चल रहे हैं, how should you charge according to it. Okay, sometimes your clients will also give you an idea कि अरे the XYZ person is charging this much, but I like you better, so if you can work for the same rates, so then you will get an idea कि अच्छा okay, somebody else is charging this much, so I should charge less or more according to that, according to the skills that you are offering. Okay, what's left? The most important step to pitch to your clients, to get clients. अभी कैसे करना है? So the first step ideally for beginners is to spread word through your friends and family through social media. For me personally, LinkedIn was a platform that helped me get clients. I started posting on LinkedIn actively. I started commenting on other people's posts actively. I optimized my profile. I optimized my LinkedIn profile. I mentioned कि I'm a freelance content writer on LinkedIn. मैंने अपनी profile में keywords डाले. So if I'm a content writer, I want कि मेरे प्रोफाइल पे content writer, freelance content writer, इस तरीके के words दिखे that people are actually searching for. So if anybody searches for a freelancer, a freelance content writer, they will find my profile. But to increase my visibility, I started commenting on people's posts. People who are LinkedIn celebrities or LinkedIn influencers, I started posting on their profiles so that I am more noticeable. Like I said, industry needs you because industry needs people who will work for lower rates, and beginners will always charge lower rates. So therefore, it's easy to find clients on LinkedIn, especially on LinkedIn. Okay, next thing, apart from building your personal brand on LinkedIn and reaching out to people through LinkedIn, you can use platforms who are specially created for freelancers. So platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, Pepper Content, these type of platforms are created for you to meet clients. So what happens is a client will post a job ki I require XYZ person for this particular job, and people like you, 2-3 people will pitch their services, and that is how you will get the job. So individually, you can explore all of those platforms one by one. Website pe every detail is available. I'll also have another session explaining how each of these platforms work. But for starters, you build your profiles on all of these platforms, and because that is the best way to start as beginners. Pepper Content, personally, I have been using the platform, and it was a great way to start earning income in the early stages of freelancing. It's not a lot of money, but you never know if the clients like your work. I've also seen people earning as much as 50K, 60K per month from Pepper Content itself. First thing is defining your goals. Second step is choosing your skills, the skills that you have to offer. Third thing is to club multiple skills or improve the one skill that you will be offering. Fourth step is to identify your target audience, the people that you want to work for, the people that you want to offer your services to. Okay, so identify your audience. Fifth step is to decide your charges, your rates, the kind of charges that you will be taking from your clients for offering your services. And the last step is to start pitching yourself to your potential clients or the people near you. All right. Now, moving on, I'll give you some tips that will be helpful to begin your freelance journey. And trust me, I would have been eternally grateful if I had known all of these tips, if somebody had told me these things before I started the journey. So, I mean, I hope that you guys will not make the same mistakes that I did. And I mean, these points are just something that, helped. These are the mistakes that I made. And now that I've learned these things, I'm trying to impart all of those things to you guys. So first things first is to hone your skills. Hone your skills का मतलब होता है improve करना. The point that I had been telling you guys time and again, that improve the skill that you have. It does knowing a skill does not mean that you are great at it. Even if you are great at it, there is always scope for improvement. There's always scope to be better at what you're doing. So always try to improve your skills whenever you can, wherever you can, from whoever you can. सीखो, जितना सीख सकते हो, जितना उसको बेहतर बना सकते हो, जितना बेटर कर सकते हो उतना बेटर करो. All right. Now, second tip I'd like to give you guys is to always remember that you are at a no risk stage. So don't be afraid to start. See, what is the worst that could happen? You don't have a job to lose. You're not investing any money into freelancing. So what will you be losing, right? You've got nothing to lose. You're a student right now. Your parents have sent you to college to learn, and apart from learning, you are doing something else as a side hobby. Freelancing के लिए आपको सिर्फ आपका लैपटॉप चाहिए और एक इंटरनेट कनेक्शन चाहिए. That's it. So you've got no income, you've got no investment, you've got no business setup, office, koi investment nahi, kuch nahi. So what have you got to lose, right? So begin, just start as soon as you can. Okay, don't be afraid. You're at a no risk zone. कोई नुकसान नहीं होगा, कोई भी, literally no cons of freelancing. I am telling you to begin freelancing. I mean, of course. Okay, so start. Do not be afraid. Next thing is to find your USP. जैसे प्रोडक्ट्स का यूएसपी होता है ना, कोक, जैसे कोका कोला, वी ऑल ड्रिंक कोका कोला, राइट? सो कोका कोला का यूएसपी क्या है? उसका टेस्ट. मैगी का यूएसपी क्या है? दैट इट्स अ 2 minute नूडल. सो दे फाउंड देयर यूएसपी. यूएसपी का मतलब होता है यूनिक सेलिंग पॉइंट, something that is unique, that only you have and nobody else around you has, and nobody else in the industry has. So find what is the unique service that you have. Even if you're a writer, find out the unique quality in your writing style. Find out the unique quality. If you're if you're an artist, if you're a graphic designer, find out the unique quality in your designs, in your art, and then pitch it to clients. So it's important to establish. So it's not necessary that you'll find out what your USP is in the beginning. Somebody is drawing something on the PPT. Okay, guys, whoever it is, I request you to please stop. Okay, so yeah, I was saying that it's important to identify your USP, कि आपकी USP क्या है, and then pitch that to clients, because it's a very competitive environment out there, and it's important कि client should know why should they choose you. वो जो एक सवाल होता है जो इंटरव्यूज में पूछते हैं कि why should we hire you या why should we work with you, that is the answer of why should you be working with, why should anybody be working with you. So find your USP. It's not something that you will identify at the early stages of your career, but as you grow, as you start learning, धीरे धीरे experience आएगा, आप नई चीजें सीखोगे, and then you will find out कि okay, this is something that I'm very good at, and this is something that I am offering and nobody else will offer. So find your USP. Okay, now next step is to create a nice introduction message and email. एक आर्ट होता है, उसको कोल्ड ईमेलिंग बोलते हैं. कोल्ड ईमेलिंग इज बेसिकली just sending out your emails to anybody, to people who require freelancers, to people who are searching for people like you, आपकी services को search कर रहे हैं, उनसे without any contact आप एक email भेज रहे हैं. If you've got their email ID, you design a nice email introducing yourself, introducing your services, and telling them what unique services that you have to offer and what improvement that you can bring to their lives, to their brand. So एक अच्छा introduction. So be it on LinkedIn or be it through cold emailing. Cold emails होते हैं जब आपको email IDs मिल गए तो आप email directly एक साथ बहुत लोगों को same email forward करते हो. That is known as a cold email. So I'll explain this in English also. So a cold email is when you've got a list of people who are searching for your services. You create a common message for all of them, and you send out those email randomly to the people who are in need for your service. Okay, so that is known as cold emailing. So create a good introduction message, create a good email that is descriptive of the services that you are offering, that introduces yourself, and that is giving your clients a contact to reach you on. Okay, so it's a basic template. Okay, introduction, introduce yourself, apni services describe your services, and third point is how to reach out to you. So mention your contact details, and that's it. So create a very nice, crisp, short email or an introduction message and send it to new clients. That way you will be visible to people. Even if a person does not need your services at the very moment, chances are that they might save your number or an email ID and they might contact you later when they actually need it. So cold emailing and sending out introduction messages never hurts. So start doing that. Now, always value your skills. Jaisa maine bola about when I was talking about the charges and everything, you have to be, you need to value your own set of skills. You need to value the kind of skills that you are offering. You do not have to charge pennies for the kind of work that you are doing. Agar aap khud ke kaam ki respect nahi karoge, nobody else is going to respect you. All right. So always respect the kind of skills that you're offering, but also at the same time be humble about the skills. It's not like okay, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, nobody else can do it better than me. There are thousands of people everybody is replaceable. Okay, nobody is irreplaceable, everybody is replaceable. So the kind of skills that you're offering today, somebody else will do it for cheaper tomorrow. So always be humble. So try to find a balance between the two. Value your skills, but at the same time be humble about them. Now, third thing is value clients who respect you and your work. If ever you come across people and clients who are like mentors to you, who have taught you something, who are respecting the kind of work that you're giving them, never let them go. stick to them, try learning from them, talk to them regularly, stay in touch with them, because these are the people that will teach you valuable lessons that will, stick with you throughout your life, through whatever you do, be it pursuing your freelancing journey in the future or doing a corporate job or anything else. These relationships, these professional connections will always help you out later in the future. So always value people who are respecting you. Next thing is beware of toxic clients. Now, toxic clients is a term that I use for people who do not respect you or your work. People who will be negotiating, जो होते हैं ना negotiate करने, जैसे हम सब्जी वालों से कैसे भाव तोल करते हैं, we bargain with random shopkeepers or vegetable owners and everything, right? Vegetable sellers and everything. So people who are like that, who are like कि नहीं नहीं इसको don't do this for 10k, please do it for 2k or 3k, I'll give you that, I'm this and that, I'm this big, I'm that big, but I'll give you only this much money. Avoid working with those kind of people, because if they are like this in the beginning, they might, chances are they might not even pay you. I've worked with a lot of those people in the past, and you'll not believe it, people did not pay me. I worked for them for months on end and I was not paid. Not even a single penny. Just ghosted me completely. Did not revert to my text, did not revert to my clock. I believe they might have blocked me. But that is something, that is a lesson that I learned in the first few months of my freelance career. And then that is when I realized, okay, I mean, these are the kind of people that I should know about in the first call itself. So पहली बार जब आप बात करो, try to, अपने दिमाग में अंडरस्टैंड करने की कोशिश करो कि who is the kind of person they are. All right. The people who never appreciate you or use a disrespectful tone, या बहुत ज्यादा frequent edits करवाते हैं आपसे कि नहीं ये नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है, इसको change कर दो, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this. Try to limit working with such kind of people, because at the end of the day, be it whatever kind of work that you're doing, you have to maintain your peace of mind and your mental health. So beware of people who are draining your energy or are spreading negativity in your life. Okay. The last thing is valuing your time. अपने time की value करो, because time is the most valuable asset that you're providing. The most amount of charge, see, when you start working, you'll realize this, कि the kind of charges जो आप quote करते हैं clients को, is majorly based on the kind of on the amount of time that you will be giving to their projects. ठीक है? So it's important you value your own time. कोई बोलता है कि I want you to do this now, I want you to, रात में 11 बजे कोई कॉल करके बोल रहा है कि I want you to do this now, learn to say no. Exceptional cases are always different, but if somebody is forcing you to do those work in odd times of the day, or are making you work extra hard for something that is not giving you value, you need to pause the project right then and there. All right. So it's always important to value your own time. Now next thing is set a proper business structure. As you'll grow your freelancing journey, धीरे धीरे जब आप सीखेंगे, जब आप client से बात करना शुरू करेंगे, have a proper structure. एक Excel sheet बनाओ, have a proper invoice sheet कि इस date पे I started working with them, इस date पे their first payment arrived. So things like that, the kind of services that you're offering, have sheets for everything. Maintain records for everything. Have a proper business structure. And then as you grow, if you've got your own team, so I've got 2 interns working for me right now. So if you've got your own team, अपने team को काम कैसे delegate करना है, क्या करना है, so have that structure in place. The more structured your work is, the more valuable creations that your valuable services that you will be able to give to your clients. Okay, so have a proper business structure in place. This is something, the sooner you start, the better it is. So structure banana never hurts. All right. Establish clear communication with your clients. Now, ऐसा नहीं है कि you're over promising stuff and you're under delivering it, or you're under deliver. See, मतलब over promising is a bad thing. मैं ये कर दूंगा, मैं वो कर दूंगा, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'm great at this, I'm great at that. But when it comes to delivering, if you're not able to do like 2-3% of it, you're losing your goodwill over there. You're losing a trustworthy client over there. So never set unrealistic expectations. जितना आप deliver कर सकते हो उतनी ही client से expectations रखो. At the beginning of the call, in your first call itself, try to understand कि client का budget कितना है, client को exactly क्या चाहिए, what are the services that they are looking for, the services that you can offer, merge the two, and then set realistic costs for that, realistic commercials and charges for that. स्टार्टिंग में ही अगर आप एक्सपेक्टेशंस और डिलीवरेबल्स का अलाइनमेंट बना लेते हैं, फिक्स कर लेते हैं, इट विल नॉट कॉज यू प्रॉब्लम्स इन द फ्यूचर. ऑलराइट, सो ऑलवेज बी क्लियर विथ योर कम्युनिकेशन. And it is not necessary at the beginning of a client freelancer relationship. This also has to continue throughout your relationship with that particular client. हर बार, हर नए ब्रीफ से पहले, हर नए कॉन्टैक्ट से पहले, ट्राई टू हर नए काम से पहले अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट द क्लाइंट वांट्स. नहीं समझ आ रहा तो बार बार पूछो. You do not want to misunderstand anything that they are saying and then deliver something that they were not expecting. You lose them like this. All right, because like I said, there are multiple people out there who are doing the same job as you, so it's easy to replace you. So try to be as clear with your deliverables as possible. The next thing is obviously set realistic deadlines. अभी आपको कोई काम करने में एक दिन का टाइम लगता है. If you require just one day to do a job and you'll say I'll give you this in 2 hours, you'll not be able to give it in 2 hours. So why do you have to set your clients expectations like that? So set realistic deadlines for jobs that you're committing to do, and deliver the projects on time. Always stick to your deadlines. Try to always, once in a while, exceeding deadlines is fine. Like, people are open like that. But if you'll constantly miss deadlines, if you'll constantly under deliver and skip deadlines, people will not trust you enough with their work again. So always set realistic deadlines कि इतने काम के अंदर आप इतना काम कर, इतने टाइम के अंदर आप इतना काम कर सकते हैं. Try to deliver under that time, or try to deliver within your deadline. ठीक है. Now timely invoices, I mean, this is very important. अपना invoice, because आपकी payment आपको ही याद रहेगी. Nobody else is gonna remember you कि आपको pay करना है. So never forget to send your invoices. Fix a date. Either it will be the 31st of every month, 30th of every month, or the 1st of the next month, whatever be the case. Like I said, you will set your own structure, but always send your invoices on time. Do not wait for the client to send you payments. Send your invoices on time, and then after first 7 days, try to follow up with them also. So constant follow-ups bhi karo. Har 2-4 दिन में try to follow up with them. All right. So be critical with your payments also, because at the end of the day, you're doing this for the money, right? आप कुछ सर्विस दे रहे तो आप वो फ्री में नहीं दे रहे. You're doing it for money. So do not hesitate to ask for your payments. My next point is the same. Never hesitate to ask for your payments. Timely follow up karo. As long as you're following up on time, as long as you're respectful about asking for the money, there's no problem. There's no harm in asking for your own money. Okay. After all, it is your hard-earned income. So never hesitate to ask for your payments. Create timetables and schedules. Always plan ahead. Now, this is a mistake that I did a lot in the beginning days of my career. Okay, so I did this mistake in the beginning of my career. I took a lot of work on me, और मैंने timetable नहीं बनाया. I used to do this, I used to do this. मैं बहुत multitasking करती थी. I never had a timetable or a schedule in place. So that, and I failed to deliver. I could not deliver. I lost a few clients at the beginning as well because of this. क्योंकि किसी और के, I was working for somebody else, and at the same time I'm receiving a call from a different client for a different company, for a different industry, and I got confused. So avoid confusing your own self. Multitasking mat karo. Create proper schedules, structure, and set timetables. From 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. you'll work for this client. From 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. you'll work for this client. So set up your timelines like that. If you're a college student, try working on weekends. Ki Saturdays and Sundays, Saturdays ka day I'll be completely working. Set timetables accordingly. All right. Okay. Now never take up more work that you can handle. Like I said, I did the same mistake. I took up more work than I can handle. Jitni chadar utna pair philao jo bolte. I mean, I understand that saying is for money, but there's a certain limit to every individual. Human beings are not superheroes. You are not superheroes. There's a limit to what you can do. Identify that limit. जितना काम कर सकते हो उतना ही काम लो. पैसे के कारण इसका भी, do not take up more work, extra work, more than you can handle. All right. So set a limit for yourself. Best job roles for newbie freelancers, for people who are just starting out. These are the few jobs that you can try. सबसे easiest, quickest चीज जो है is to become an online tutor or a teacher. There are multiple websites like Udemy, Coursera, and everything. I think I'm not sure कि वहाँ पे you can register as a teacher. बट या ऑनलाइन भी नहीं करना है तो घर पे आप स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाना शुरू कर दो पार्ट टाइम. या सो दिस इज अ गुड वे टू स्टार्ट. लाइक बीइंग अ टीचर इज द इजीएस्ट वे टू स्टार्ट. जो स्किल्स आपको आती है वो स्किल्स आप बच्चों को सिखाओ. जो चीज आपको सब्जेक्ट आपको आता है you teach that to somebody else, the people who need it. All right, so being an online tutor or a teacher, website development, learn things like I said कि अभी आप कॉलेज में हैं, you've got time to learn new skills, right? So अगर आपको इनमें से कोई स्किल नहीं भी आती है, you can choose any of them and start learning it. 6 महीने की लर्निंग से भी या 4 महीने की लर्निंग से भी यू विल अंडरस्टैंड इनफ टू स्टार्ट योर ओन फ्रीलांसिंग जर्नी. यू विल एटलीस्ट हैव द नॉलेज ऑफ द बेसिक्स टू स्टार्ट योर जर्नी विद. ठीक है? So even if you do not know any of the skills I've listed here, I believe you can see the screen, right? I've listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 skills over here. So I believe everybody can see it. Please raise your hands. Okay, awesome. ठीक है. So like I said, अगर नहीं भी आता है इसमें से कुछ, pick any of these skills या कोई और skill that you think can help you out या you can offer as a freelancer. Excel that skill, improve that skill, polish that skill, and then start pitching it to clients. Okay, these are just a few the most common freelancing services that I've listed here. Okay, moving on. How to reach out to clients? Direct messages and connection requests on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp. किसी भी through, if you found out कि somebody needs a freelancer या somebody is need of a particular service, you reach out to them directly. बिल्कुल hesitate मत करो. इसमें कोई शर्म की बात नहीं है. बिंदास होके मैसेज करो. लगे 4 मैसेज करो. Send out multiple messages. It doesn't hurt. Okay, so be बेशरम here. Do not hesitate at all. LinkedIn पे one more thing that you can do. Hello. हाँ, okay, sorry. LinkedIn पे I started out with LinkedIn. I started what I used to do is कि अभी LinkedIn का जो एक एल्गोरिदम है वो सर्च बेसिस पे भी काम करता है. तो अगर आप कंटेंट राइटर हैं या आप ग्राफिक डिजाइनर है तो सर्च बार पे जाके हैशटैग freelance graphic designer, hashtag freelance content writer, hashtag content writer, hashtag graphic designer, hashtag website developer, irrespective of the service that you're offering, अपना कीवर्ड आइडेंटिफाई करो, उसको लिंक्डइन पे सर्च करो. यू विल फाइंड आउट मल्टीपल लिस्टेड पोस्ट्स. पीपल लिंक्डइन पे यूजुअली पोस्ट करते हैं या जॉब रिक्वायरमेंट्स आ जाती है तो लिंक्डइन पे आप इजीली फ्रीलांस जॉब्स ढूंढ सकते हो. लाइक कोल्ड ईमेल की जो मैंने बात बताई कि आप या तो कॉन्टैक्ट को ढूंढ सकते हैं. लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल्स पे जाकर आप उनका ईमेल निकाल सकते हैं या फिर जस्ट डायल, नौकरी, इंटर्नशाला, ऐसी प्रोफाइल्स पे जाके आप एम्प्लॉयर्स की ईमेल आईडीज निकाल सकते हैं, कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर्स निकाल सकते हैं. देन यू कैन सेंड आउट कोल्ड ईमेल्स एंड फॉरवर्ड्स टू देम, वेरियस पिच मैसेजेस टू देम. थर्ड थिंग इज टू क्रिएट योर पर्सनल ब्रांड. जैसा मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया था, लिंक्डइन पे एक्टिव होना. स्टार्ट, अगर लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल आप लोगों की नहीं है, प्लीज 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 start activate your LinkedIn profile. नहीं बनाई है तो बनाओ LinkedIn profile, improve it, optimize it according to the service that you are offering. Start posting, start commenting, start connecting with people. Be noticeable. Notice में आओ, नजर में आओ लोगों की. People will identify you. People will find out okay you exist, and then that is where you'll create networks, and that is where you might have a chance on getting clients. I'll tell you, I commented on a very notable influencer, LinkedIn influencer's post a while back. And that single comment, it took me 2 minutes to write that comment on their post. That single comment gave me 4 solid big business leads. 4. I am not kidding. It's true. एक comment की वजह से मुझे 4 business leads मिली थी. That is the power of LinkedIn. I mean, see, LinkedIn पे बात करी, मैंने separate seminar भी लाता. That's my favorite platform. I can talk about it for days and nights on stretches. But then I have my separate session recorded on it. So B4S की website पे वो जब upload हो जाएगा, you guys will be notified about it. So you can always revisit it. And then the best thing to start with is to register yourself on these platforms. Upwork, Fiverr, Pepper Content जैसे जो platforms हैं, इन पे profiles बनाओ. इन पे अपने आप jobs list होते हैं, आपको notification आता है. And then you can pitch your services to those clients respectively. ठीक है? So this is the easiest way. I would suggest कि LinkedIn पे पहली चीज ये करो कि LinkedIn पे अपनी प्रोफाइल बनाओ. सेकेंड चीज ये करो कि ये सारे जो प्लेटफॉर्म्स मैंने लिस्ट किए हैं, इन प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे अपनी प्रोफाइल बनाओ एंड स्टार्ट पिचिंग योरसेल्फ फॉर वेरियस जॉब्स दैट आर देयर. कोई भी जॉब आता है, आप अपने आप को पिच करो या सर्विस ऑफर करो वहां पे. इट्स इजी. वंस यू गेट टू दोस पोर्टल्स, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. वहां पे बहुत इजीली एक्सप्लेन्ड है एवरीथिंग. यू विल अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू ऑपरेट ऑल ऑफ दीस थिंग्स. एंड इफ यू डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड हाउ दीस प्लेटफॉर्म्स वर्क, we'll have a separate session on it. I'll explain how each of these platforms work and we'll get into it in detail. All right, so here are the platforms that you can start freelancing from. Like I said, LinkedIn hai, Fiverr, Upwork, Pepper Content, Youth for Work, People per hour, 99 designs. So personally speaking, Fiverr or Upwork के through आपको international clientele मिलता है. People who are not from India, clientele that is not from India. But at the same time वो बहुत competitive platforms होते हैं. So I mean it never hurts to build your profile over there, but वहां पे अगर आपको कोई international client मिलता है तो that is the best case scenario, because from experience Indian clients are not easy to handle. I mean beginning में आप Indian clients के साथ काम करो, you'll have an experience of how the industry actually operates, but then later on in your career I'll advise you to start exploring opportunities from the West, because people from the UK, Europe and US especially, they are searching for people from India, writers from India, and various types of freelancers from India, because we charge less as compared to the people professionals who charge in their own countries. Okay, so these are a few platforms that you can explore start your freelancing journeys from. And like I said, we can have a separate session and I'll explain all of these platforms to you in detail.